life.
I've been hoping.
You already know what it is, man. I gotta tell you.
My whole life I've been getting by, barely surviving, man. I done seen everything, no nothing scared, surprise me. I stay prepared for the worst. I've been depressed since my mama died. They call it cancer, me I call it homicide. And now I'm traumatized, scarred for life. For all my niggas locked up behind bars for life. Fuck the stars and stripes, so niggas talk about his cars and ice. When all they giving us is scars and stripes. I can't sleep, so I toss at night like a fish out of water. At 14 they had me pitching the quarters, running up the fiends, taking their orders like a way to do. When all I wanted was some shoes and a plate of food. I think back and feel sorry for that young nigga, a future doctor that they turned into a drug dealer. It seems like I never had a chance, like I was born to die. But now I wanna know why my whole life.
I've been struggling, watching suffering. I've been hustling my whole life. I've been hoping, I've been wishing for something different since my whole life. I've been struggling, watching suffering. I've been hustling since my whole life. I've been hoping,
Real shit. Yeah.
I think that's the biggest okie doke in this shit. Like, I got a garden right now, and I'm not trying to get off the point, but I was thinking about this morning. I got a garden. First time I'm doing my own garden. Me and my girl, we working on this garden. Some of the homies, we working on this garden, and I'm watching food grow. Right. I'm not vegan, but I'm pescatarian. I eat a lot of vegetables. So I'm just looking at all the squash and the beans and the broccoli and the spinach and all that, and I'm like, damn, this food growing right here. And the first thing that hit me is like, why are there people hungry? And the reason why there's people hungry, people starving out here, people without food, is not because we don't got enough land to feed everybody. It's because they got to hoard resources and create a system that has people having to work retarded hours to eat. Now the trick is that they taking our energy once again for us to get something that we could get ourselves with way less amount of time. So all that 8-hour work day, 40-hour work week shit, plus overtime, all that to live. Like, we don't need to be working all, we don't need to be spending that much time. All this wealth that we're creating, all this energy they taking from us, is used for the most part. If you look at, it's like surplus shit. It's going to the 1% and all that type shit. So I say that to say, Whole Life is a super important song because we watch our moms and our pops work their whole lives, and at the end very few people have anything to pass on to their children. You know what I mean? So it's like the biggest okie doke. I feel it's the biggest crime that they take our time, our beautiful energy that we could be spending communicating, learning how to, all the things that we lack, you know what I mean? And instead we working, busting our ass, some cats hustling, some cats in offices, it's all the same shit. We all caught up our whole life to build they shit up and just keep us kind of, fucked up in the game. So
what is $1 worth? What if we all are cursed? In this Impala, yeah, we call it a hearse. We taking money to our grave, the slave master's dream. We crave after cream and Dave magazine. They tell us what we should fiend for, that we should be more. That's why we so cracked to be like Jack on the beanstalk, chasing the clouds, believing fairy tales, knowing very well that you under a spell or in a better nail. May we rest in hell with our Smith & Wesson. When it get that real, greet them with a blessing. I'ma squeeze that trigger like a Benjamin, aiming with malicious intent to put an end to them. Devil in the details, wholesale, retail, making unbelievable profit, then resell. Uncle Sam killers with capitalism, kung fu. So when it's my turn, my nigga, guess what I'm gonna do?
I've been struggling, watching suffering. I've been hustling since my whole life. I've been hoping, I've been wishing for something different since my whole life. I've been struggling, watching suffering. I've been hustling since my whole life.
Well, as homies, as comrades, brothers, cats coming up together, I mean, we got a front row seat on the process, you know what I mean? And both Stick and them are amazing artists, you know what I mean? I've heard the tag genius, and just, all that, and they deserve that, I would say, Stick, probably one of my favorite MCs of all time type shit. And M too, but I would say M's probably probably learned more about performing in front of people from M than anybody. Like, if you ever go to a deadprez show, like, you just soak that shit up. Amazing communicator, amazing energy, very clear. So I would say when you're growing with somebody, when you're building with somebody, when you're coming up with somebody, you learn. You know, you learn, and y'all learn from each other. I learned a lot, you know, from K. K learned a lot from me. Stick learned a lot from K. K learned a lot from Stick, and M learned. You know what I mean? Like it's just each one teach one. So I say that to say, you know, it's the RBG shit. It's that People Army shit. It's that let's talk about something and be clear about it, and let's not just, you know, just rap for rap's sake. And I think that's something that across the board, you know, all the RBG, when you listen to like our music, or it's really, that's the root of it. Like, we not just up here rapping to put words together and make them sound pretty, or even to paint a couple pictures and leave it at that. We really trying to communicate. And I would say, just from this whole experience, us all working together, that's definitely something that's been part of it, you know.
Nowadays I'm eating right, drinking right, living right, thinking right. I got a lot to live for, so therefore I'm eating right, drinking right.
It's top priority.
It's top priority, man. You gotta survive to live to fight another day. You heard? You gotta live to fight another day. And you know, they're attacking us with the food heavy. They're going crazy hard with the food right now. You know what I mean? You can't even get a seed in your fruit. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? You cut a potato up and it tastes kind of plasticky. Like, you know what I mean? That's that GMO potato or whatever. So you gotta watch it, man. Like our parents, man, they had seeds in their fruit. You know what I mean? They had seeds in their vegetables. Like it's a terrible time. It's a crazy time. You heard? So we gotta watch that, man.
Chokes me. I'm about to quit cold turkey, but don't quote me. I smoke weed when I'm stressed, so don't provoke me. If you the praying type, pray for me. If you a hater, well, hate for me, please.
We trying, man. It's a daily struggle. Yo, good friends, man. Good homies put you up on things like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, just try to stay with the alkaline, man. Stay away from the acid. You know what I mean? Google the list, the alkaline acid list. You know what I mean? Stay on the alkaline side. Stay away from the acid. You heard?
Like, I try to eat as many home cooked meals as possible. You know what I mean? That helps a lot because you actually see the food and see what's going on, see how much salt you put on it, all that. You know, avoid that fast food. A lot of times, like I said, they catch us because you hungry. You hit the bodega and you see all these colors. You like Doritos, okay, nah. Honey buns, okay, nah. You know, Snickers and you know what I mean, the colored juice and all that shit. So just try to avoid all that shit. After a while, it becomes a habit, a good habit. All habits aren't bad. You know, it just become a good habit. Like, you look for the good shit. On the road, I remember we was down south a few years back on tour. And we was on a tour bus, and I just remember that was probably the hardest it was ever for me to try to find something healthy. So I ended up actually going to a lot of Indian restaurants, and who else? And Chinese on the low, you know what I mean? Like, as far as like fast food, you know, they ain't the best, but you can get some steamed options or whatever. You know, what else? Yeah, man, you travel around the country, just, you know, stay away from like the Chitlin circuit. No disrespect, but yeah, it's a lot of pork. Fuck pork. I hate pork.
Shit. That's why we do this. It's our duty to do this. We gotta do this. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, man. We just doing
True indeed. Us Against Them is out right now. Right now on iTunes. Go get it. Amazon, all that. It's an amazing record. Shout out to Hardboiled E1, who we put this record out through. We have a 3 EP situation, so this is the first one, and there'll be Us Against Them Part 2, Part 3, and it's gonna be a wild ride. Amazing. We're honored and glad to be back, fucking with y'all and building with y'all and making music and connecting with y'all and everywhere, on the street, on the Twitters, on the Facebook, all that. And I'm glad y'all listening. Y'all still here listening. We got a lot of shit to say. We got a lot of new stories to build on. So, peace. It's A-Likes, RBG, Gorilla Nation.
Yeah, A Black and P Red, man.
We in here, out the box. Pay attention. Turn it up. Turn that other bullshit off. One.
For you, for all the women on the welfare, I care if no one else cares.
This song's for you.
For all the seeds with the snotty nose, who think nobody knows.
This song's for you.
For all the homies wishing they was home.
This song's for you.
I'm ripping for the black family, freedom ain't a fantasy.
This all my niggas slinging in the rain, trying to make a little change. For my niggas in the game, trying to get about the game. For my niggas in the bay, counting down the days to their ladies, babies, families, missing them in pain. To the mothers that lost sons to gun violence. Sean Bell, Mama, Feeney Shakur, Beloved Wallace. To the little homies that already seen too much. To the OGs that shell shocked unseen.